any silencer lane. They do quite often spam their spells.
And then bottom lane is Jabs playing Rubik alongside Death is Mars. DY comes in, snipes the courier, gets a little damage onto Jabs.
Crap.
Helped out by the Spectral Dagger slow as well. He's going to commit for this one, and he is barely going to get that one hit to finish him off. Either way, probably would have gotten the kill. Nice first blood for Vici Gaming to add on top of the bounty rune advantage they already had. Both supports are kind of roaming around. We saw Jabs kind of occupying the mid lane for a bit, and then I think they realized that Poyoyo has kind of been left alone for a bit, so they're going to try do what they can to him here. He does have a Fairy Fire. He's going to have to pop it to try and stay alive here. Here comes Ori to be able to bail him out. Not quite fast enough, though. Poyoyo still dies. Death is certainly going to lose his life. Maybe they can catch Jabs as well. The Stomp is going to be too late, though. Teleport out. Gets them away. That is certainly a success for Fnatic. That was a huge rotation. They still... Yeah, you had to watch OG use those damage mechanics to win TI multiple times. Oh, the 11. I highlighted that just now. I was like, damn, that's a BKB Tidehunter. He's not afraid of being broken anymore. In fact, he's going to use the Ravage right away, and it's not looking too hot for Fnatic. They've got to start retreating, but Poyoyo is going to be right on top of them. Jabs being run down. The Spectre going to jump to them. No, actually couldn't, I think. Oh, no, he could. Global Silence is still up. Fnatic may actually try and go back in. DY steps a bit too far forward, and Fnatic look for that punish. They get one for one trade-off so far with the exorcism being used. Old 11 getting a little tower. Seems like they are content with just a little bit.
That was really nice from DJ there, covering the SF BKB with an immediate silence.
DJ tries to pull some of the creeps off the mid lane and immediately is going to be jumped by Poyoyo with the Aghanim Scepter. That wasn't the full-out ultimate.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
This, so far, so really, I think both teams going to be content, right? You just took Outpost bottom on Fnatic. You still have the Aegis for another 20 seconds. And, ooh, maybe kill on Weaver? Indeed.
Well, they do. Very nice.
Like, you've lived through what I would have considered the hardest phase of this game. Like, the BKB and Lotus is more expensive almost than a BKB. So, yeah. Does feel better, plus the plus damage.
Get out of Mars Arena as well. Ori caught before he could get off the BKB. Pops it now, goes to the Requiem with the BKB on Chuan. Allows him to stay close, but the Invis, the Shadow Blade, allowed him to be able to get away. They didn't have it into text. Now the Ravage are going to be used, and they just blow up the Death Prophet. Turning onto Death now. Death looking to be able to push them away, but they're not going to slow down this march. He is going to be run down. Poyoyo picks up the double off that team fight. A very smooth initiation there from Old 11. Just sets up a great team fight. They're going to break smoke. Jump in. Old 11 fakes the Ravage there. He just blinked blind. Does get broken. Is going to pop the BKB. Resetting him for a bit. Or he's just going to try and focus down the Death Prophet here. Death Prophet keeping a bit of distance. Will manage to get some exorcism damage onto Ori, and Ori is dead. He committed a little bit too much to that Death Prophet, and Chuan played it pretty nicely.
What timing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. DY tries to enter. Oh, there goes the Ravage. Old 11 is in now. Poyoyo immediately jumps onto the back line. Jab's going to be first. Chuan and Raven, they're both low. Poyoyo jumped out actually for a second. Back in. Chuan is going to be finished up. Raven, he's going to be next. Turns around, realizes he's dead. His BKB is going to wear out. Almost killing the Weaver, but it wasn't good enough. Damn, that is the second time now Fnatic have won a team fight, or thought they won a team fight, and then, like, normally the play is that you're at least able to split push, but Shadow Step is always up, so you can't actually do anything to gain yourself some sort of movement advantage. Locking him in, trying to go for the stomp, self-yules into no BKB, didn't have it yet. It was on cooldown for another 3 seconds, and now Fnatic, they've lost their Death Prophet, and they cannot take this team fight anymore. DJ is gonna die again. Raven trying to make his way back. They're actually going to be able to go back in with the Soul Earth Splitter. So much damage onto Old 11 and Poyoyo, but it's not enough. They've run out, and now they may be losing more heroes. His Death broken. So much damage from that SF. Dagger slow. PYW did not commit for that kill, but Old 11 and, well, actually Poyoyo is the one who gets it. Old 11 dies trying to get it.
Nice plays. I actually really respect expect that from Jabs, captain of the squad. They're down 2 heroes.
For Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, but the Weaver shard's actually sick in this game. Not for the Geminate spreading, but because Swarm now will latch and reveal invisible units, Glimmer Capes suddenly got nerfed.
Telekinesis into the combo, but the Ravage interference. Old 11 was ready for it, and this is Fnatic trying to go for the last Hail Mary, but it is blocked down immediately by Vici Gaming, and they should be able to quickly dismantle the rest of Fnatic. Very nicely played by Vici Gaming. It just... I feel like they've been so disciplined. The fact that they
train now as well, so he has the self-cleanse to further make DJ's life miserable. They're just nailing these C4s.
Last hold here for Fnatic, and it's not going to be with a full 5 either. Raven is going to be caught by the second Ravage coming out from Old 11. They gave him the Refresher Shard to ensure that they would have one last good team fight before they finish off the throne. Earthsplitter's going to make sure Raven can't even get outside of his fountain and may die there if he doesn't keep retreating. Poyoyo going to focus on the objectives here, and we should be looking at a GG unless Vici Gaming end up running into the fountain entirely.
It's just too much damage.
DJ gets like 2-shot. Raven gets on top of the Weaver, but you can see he can't even 100-0 him, and that's just gonna be it. He gets obliterated by the damage of Ori. And that is going to be it for game number 1. As you said, like a pretty close game, pretty even throughout most of it. Don't feel like Fnatic played poorly. I'm not a big fan of their drafts so much. Again, it felt like the silencer didn't do a whole lot for them.
Yeah, it just was kind of game planned against by Vici. It felt like, it didn't really look...